We are witnessing Middle East meltdown now. Is the world sleepwalking into a wider war? Good evening, this is Mousumi. On day 5 of what could become the most explosive war of our times, the world watches nervously as Iran and Israel exchange deadly strikes and the stakes keep rising. We are witnessing an escalation beyond the edge as the Israel-Iran war has reached a fever pitch. Israeli jets targeted Iran's state TV headquarters, a symbolic strike that forced a news anchor to duck live on air. Iran has slammed the attack as a war crime and launched retaliatory missile strikes, claiming its right to self-defense under international law. Over 220 people are now confirmed dead in Iran. Israel has lost 24. And the region's powder cache seems ready to explode further. And Netanyahu's shocking words are creating a new terror. In what may be the most provocative statement yet, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu declared that killing Iran's supreme leader could end the conflict. Is this a warning, a threat, or the declaration of a dangerous doctrine of decapitation? And more importantly, how will Iran's military and its allies respond to this unprecedented rhetoric? Meanwhile, US moves in. It's a question, will it join openly? Amid the chaos, the United States is no longer watching from the sidelines. The Pentagon confirms it is deploying additional military assets to West Asia. Patriot missile batteries, aircraft carriers, and surveillance drones are all heading toward the Gulf. But what raised eyebrows was President Trump's abrupt exit from the G7 summit in Canada. Sources say he warned Iran to evacuate Tehran immediately, words that have triggered panic across diplomatic circles. President Trump further states Iran to be foolish to have turned down the negotiations. He posted, "Iran should have signed the deal I told them to sign. What a shame and waste of human life." Further, Trump says he has posted this, "Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. I said it over and over again." These are Trump's words. Is Trump planning a direct hit on Iran? Will the US formally enter this war? Or is Washington trying to force Iran to the negotiating table through fear? And do we see a surprising Muslim world realigning? As the war unfolds, something unusual is happening in the Muslim world. Countries like Iraq, Syria, and even Qatar have begun voicing support for Iran's right to defend itself. Protests are erupting in Lebanon and Pakistan. Has Israel, in its aggression, unintentionally united its regional foes? Are we witnessing a geopolitical realignment in the Muslim world? Will Saudi Arabia, long a silent partner to Israel's war strategy, continue sitting on the fence or be forced to take a side? Amidst the rising fire, a fragile ceasefire proposal enters. French President Emmanuel Macron has thrown a diplomatic lifeline, revealing a US-backed ceasefire offer. However, Trump's response to Macron was wrong. Trump said it's wrong. He has no idea why I am now on my way to Washington, but it certainly has nothing to do with a ceasefire. Nothing to do with a ceasefire. Trump wrote, he posted this, much bigger than that, much bigger. So are we seeing the US stepping in the battlefield? But will Netanyahu accept a ceasefire when he is talking about assassinating Iran's supreme leader? And can Iran, bloodied and enraged, afford to stop now without appearing weak to its people and allies? The world is at a crossroads. Will this war draw in superpowers? Are we nearing a point of no return in West Asia? Is Donald Trump preparing for a war or a campaign headline? Will the death toll force peace, or fuel further destruction? And most importantly, when war becomes the new normal, who wins? And who's left to count the cost? For more updates, keep watching The Global Eye. But will Netanyahu accept a ceasefire when he is talking about assassinating Iran's supreme leader? And can Iran, bloodied and enraged, afford to stop now without appearing weak to its people and allies? The world is at a crossroads. Will this war draw in superpowers? Are we nearing a point of no return in West Asia? Is Donald Trump preparing for a war or a campaign headline? Will the death toll force peace or fuel further destruction? And most importantly, when war becomes the new normal, who wins? And who's left to count the cost? For more updates, keep watching The Global Eye.